Alrighty, so Cusack is here. We already did our summons and everything like that earlier in the week, and it's time to mess with him, on PvP. So we're going to be playing Ungeared just because I personally feel like the Assault Mode Meliodas team benefits a little bit more in Ungeared, just because, if they're geared and they have tons of like AoE damage and stuff like that, or just the CC is a little bit lower on my Assault Mode team, just because I don't have cosmetics for either one of these two, and none of these characters right here have a very high ultimate level, so my CC is a little bit suffering. I could potentially play geared. I might try a geared match or two towards the end of the video maybe, but I just personally, when I think of Assault Mode, I try to use or play him in Ungeared. Just, I don't know why, but that's kind of the association that I get. But yeah, so obviously you don't have to use Cusack on the Assault Mode team per se, but I feel like that's basically, where you would want to put him, because he's a demon. He fits right into the Assault Mode, team very easily. But the problem is in the current meta, Assault Mode is really just not that good. Just because of like the current situation. We have Margaret teams, we have every once in a while you can fight a Bond team, and I have fought a couple of Bond teams so far with Cusack, and you would think, hey, this is what he was designed to do. Wouldn't this be a perfect matchup? But so far, I mean, he does really good damage against the Bond team, but I've yet to win a match against a Bond team, and I don't know if it's because I'm playing it wrong or it's just not very good. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. I don't know, maybe we can get lucky and find one today, but honestly, Bond isn't super relevant in the meta at the moment, so just know that it's really not likely that we find one. So let's use the cleave card really quickly, and then we'll just kind of use the other cards here. You can see, well, that was not a great comparison because she actually boosts her defense stats, if I'm not mistaken, but he actually deals pretty solid damage, which I'm honestly impressed about. But it just feels, I mean, like, I feel like if I were to, invest more into him and actually buy all of his outfits and his, costumes, etc., and upgrade them with the materials and everything, I'm sure I could get better performance out of him. But just currently in the meta, it doesn't seem like a smart use of resources. So that was one of the biggest reasons why I was trying to urge people to not summon if possible, because he's really just not, what we need right now. So I don't know what that matchup was, but we'll go again. Alrighty, we have another match here. It is another Margaret team, but he's using almost like a Tarmiel stance team, which is kind of interesting. I don't normally see this. We have really good card draw to try to get Melly's ult first turn, so I think we're going to take advantage of that. Let's put up... I don't think we need to worry about a stance, to be honest. Actually, Tarmiel will take off my ultimate, so we're going to worry about a stance. I'm glad I remembered that, because I don't know why, but I don't really go against Tarmiel all that often, even though he's a really, really good character. I always forget that he can take off my ultimate. I always associate like his damage reduction stance card with Tarmiel, so I just always forget what else he does for some reason. It looks like we're going against a bunch of weird teams right now, so don't take this as like solid representation. Normally, every other time that I've played with the team so far over the last like 2 days, I normally go against teams that are much higher CC than I am, and it does not end up going very well. Let's use this first. Let's try to kill him with that if possible. I kind of doubt we do, but I have a 6/6 melee now because of the Cusack banner, so that's pretty cool. I might kill here. Okay, nice. He cleans that up, and then I can kill Margaret here, which is really good. Bonk. Good job. So, surprisingly, it's working out so far. He's got Gil Thunder in the back. I just feel like I'm going against like kind of weird teams at the moment. This is not normally what I go up against. So take some of this with a grain of salt. Plus, like, I mean, I'm harping on him a lot, but it's because I don't really think he needed to be you know, a festival unit. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. If Chandler wasn't a festival unit, Cusack really didn't need to be. Like, it just makes no sense to me personally. But yeah, just remember, I don't have, like, I literally only have his I have one extra weapon for him because you can get it from his affinity if you max it out, and then I have one extra headpiece so far from the Gray Demon set that you can get for free if you play, or if you're participating in the festival, like the fireworks festival events, because they're giving away pretty much a free set for him, which is nice, honestly. Like, it's nice that they're giving away a free set for him, but just the whole thing is just very scummy. So let's do one more Ungeared and then we'll switch over to Geared. Alrighty, so we have another Margaret team. Margaret is pretty much going to dominate the meta at the moment. Like, it's going to be pretty rare that you're not going against a Margaret team, to be honest. So yeah, we are going second though, so let's see how this goes. I'm assuming he's probably going to put up Dissolve, so that way I can't rush with melee, which is smart. He's actually upgrading the 1 instead of Margaret, which is kind of interesting. And he's attacking first turn, which is a really bad idea. This could be a bot, actually. I don't know why, but people always end up underestimating melee, and they end up giving him too many stacks, and it ends up letting me win, when really they should just be stalling for time, so that way they can try and, you know, build up their cards in hand, so that way they can just burst melee down. But for some reason, people don't seem to do that right now, at least the ones that I'm playing against. I'm sure if they were actually smart players, they probably would. I maybe should have actually, I maybe should have disabled Margaret there. That was kind of dumb of me. That was a really good amount of counter damage, honestly. We're building up a lot of stacks with melee, too. We kill Escanor here, no doubt in my mind. Damn, I really wish that would have killed, so that way the cleave damage would have went to somebody else. Because that's a gold card. 87k. Honestly, I've seen better, but I mean, for it just being a regular card with his cleave and everything like that, it's kind of cool. He does have Power Strike on the ultimate, which is kind of nice. I really hate that they have the Abyss effect on, you know, levels 3 all the way through 6, especially with the fact that if you pull one copy off of the banner like I did, and then you get the free copy that they give you through the growth event, you're still only going to be 2/6, which ends up making it to where you're still just shy of being able to get the Abyss effect. So we can take off a little bit of ultimate gauge here. This definitely is a bot as fast as the cards are moving. Ult hit for 70k, honestly not too great. Zeldris's buff actually does help us a bit there. I forgot about the Liz res. Oh no. He doesn't have buffs at the moment though, so... Okay, he's putting up buffs though. Ooh, that's a level 2. He's gonna have to target melee here, and I think we can maybe win without melee. Oh, he targeted Cusack for some reason. Alright, bye-bye Cusack, I guess. You're just... See, that was very dumb. Let's go for this, of course. And then let's go for the Rupture damage, just because they already have buffs on. I think that would be the smartest play here. Get a ton of buffs and everything like that. And the increase from melee here on his ult. And then Rupture damage. I honestly hate that I'm winning all of these, because it's not representing it how I have been playing, because normally I get paired up against like an Escanor team or somebody who ends up just bursting melee down first turn and then they just shut me down immediately, which is how it normally goes. But let me set up the assault mode team on Geared really quick and we'll try out some Geared. Alrighty, here we go. So our first match of Geared, we actually are going against a Purgatory Bond, which is interesting. I'm at 253k CC. I didn't use CC food because I figured that it would be smarter to try and go for ultimate instead. And That it might be okay. I think let's try to... Let's put up a stance. Let's disable his buff card and then merge those maybe. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I don't have a great hand here. This disabling his buff card is honestly going to be pretty big. He's not going to be able to get as much HP back. I think we're going against a bot. I don't know why we're going against bots. It's literally like 8:40 p.m., which is not like prime time per se, but it's not like 3 a.m. like I'm used to recording at. So I don't know. I would imagine there would be more people on, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go for the disable again on him. Let's try to... Oh, I should have used the takeoff ult card on Cusack here. This is bad, which he could merge, but... Okay, I think we kill either way. I've got my Derrieres gear on him. 140k on a level 2. Not terrible. So he's still disabled on Bond, which is really good. I can get Melly's ult here, which I think is what I'm going to have to do. I'm not going to be able to disable Bond anymore, which is unfortunate. Let's go for... I could get all 3 ults here. Let's go for that. I'm not as worried about these two's ult because they're not as highly leveled as Melly's is. Plus, Melly's gives the most benefit because it's going to give him actual buffs and everything. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so he puts up the HP increase twice. And then he puts up a stance. So... Oh. Alright. I don't think that is going to kill by any means, but... He doesn't have detonate cards, so I kind of just need to get these ults out of hand if possible. I maybe should have just went ahead and used Chandler's. That was pretty good damage, honestly. I don't know how this is going to fare against him. I think we kill him with this. Boom. Alright. No merging. Nice. We don't have to worry about Bond's ult. Even if he hits us with a detonate card here, I think we're safe, especially on Melly. I maybe should have used the level 3 rupture card. Alright. I think we're good to go on this match, honestly. He's just feeding me stacks with Melly at this point. Alright, so just to check damage here, let's go for these and then we'll use the rupture card. I kind of want to see what we can pull off with Cusack here. That was 150. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. He has like an HP buff on. I'm pretty sure that was only a level 1 HP buff though. So it wasn't anything like super crazy, but it was alright. Alright, one last match. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty. Last match here, we have a Margaret Bond combo. He does beat my CC, which is pretty interesting, but honestly, it's not hard with 2 HP defense. I'm assuming he might be running attack defense or attack crit damage on Margaret, maybe, with the CC being a little lower. He does have outfits for everyone, so I'm assuming he's got decently maxed out units here. He's putting on a buff first turn, so I might be able to try to get some quick damage off with Cusack, maybe? He's feeding melee buffs, unfortunately. I don't know how to feel about this just yet. I think, honestly, we try to go for Margaret. So we can get his ult here, and then I think we just throw out maybe the rupture card. Honestly, I mean, she's a little squishy, but pretty good damage, to be honest. He did get a decent bit of it back because of his HP, or because of the HP buff. If he puts up the damage reduction here on Bond, or on with Margaret, then I'm gonna be in a bit of trouble here. All right. I think we definitely kill here, just in case I don't, and then let's take off the ultimate with Cusack. I kind of hope if we kill here that the Amplify melee card goes to Bond. It doesn't. Okay, I'll take that either way. 58k on that one. Not too impressive with that, to be honest. We've got decent Cusack cards here. If he puts up a buff, I'll merge. If not, I think I'll just go melee cards. I'll probably merge either way. I can use this and merge. Well, no ult anymore. Alright, now I kind of have to hope that I kill here. This is a tough one. Not quite. I should use the melee card. Oh, okay, nice. Chandler actually cleared that somehow. I'm very surprised. I don't know if this was a real person or not, though. I think we just try out more cleave with Cusack here. And I imagine we win here. Yeah, pretty good damage, 127. Like his attack stats are honestly pretty high, so he does deal good damage. And especially with his cleave card, like paired with his passive, he can deal good damage for sure. But I don't know. I'm really surprised we won every match today. For the video at least. Just know I really do want you to take that with a grain of salt, because normally with me being in Champion 2 in Ungeared, and I'm starting to work my way up quite a bit in Geared. I know I'm still not like probably in the bracket that I need to be in, but normally I get out CC'd and they end up shutting me down pretty quickly if they play smart, and I think I played against a bunch of bots, unfortunately. So just know that was not the most realistic representation of the unit, but yeah, I still would definitely recommend you skip the banner if you're thinking about it. Like I've said before in the previous videos, I think if you're really wanting to go for just green Gother, they're more than likely going to do a Halloween banner coming up in October, which is just right around the corner. So I think if you can and you're not like dying to summon right now, keep saving your gems up, go for the Halloween banner, because it looks like there's going to be a couple of decent banners that you might be able to skip from now until maybe whenever the next festival or even Halloween banner is. So yeah, just my 2 cents, just my personal opinion. Obviously, do whatever makes you happy, play the game how you want to, because ultimately that's how you're going to have the most fun. But that's it from me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.